Hi, my name is Leon. I'm the founder of Livingseas and we're a marine conservation company here in Padangbai. So we've been doing coral restoration work here in Padangbai for the past 4 years or so. When it started, we were a diving company, so scuba diving tours, education, retail, but we always had a side passion for coral. You know, this is the base of the ecosystem, the marine ecosystem, and without it, all the fish that people want to come and see won't exist. So we started a side project many years ago to learn about coral and to try to restore the coral that was lost here. Come the pandemic, and then now with the loss of tourism, we decided let's go full on into marine conservation and start rebuilding and start scaling up our coral project. So when we first started the project 4 years ago, we collaborated with a few different organizations and we planted about 60 pre-pandemic. And what we found was it grew really nicely. So come the pandemic and we decided to switch focus and scale this project up. We started really rebuilding and collaborating with a lot of different organizations from around the region. Now what we have is about 800 different stars underwater and covering almost 700 square meters in one particular site. What that has developed into is a natural looking reef, which is great to see. So we first planted 20 reef stars in 2019 at this site and then another 40 a couple months later. When the pandemic started, we couldn't go diving ourselves, which was pretty sad. We couldn't go visit our site. But when we could go again, we had maybe 80 reef stars in that area, and now we have close to 800. So when we first had this idea to scale up the project, one of the first few things we did was to contact organizations, NGOs around the region who care about the environment. So it was pretty much cold calling and finding connections. And we found that people really cared about the ocean, people really wanted to do something, but not many people knew how or what to do. So because we had a little bit of success at the start, that aided us in getting a lot of interest. And because of that, we've collaborated with multiple NGOs in Singapore, in Jakarta, even in Europe. And now, about a year and a half later, most of the reef stars that we have are funded by these organizations or by individual donors who know us, our ex-customers, our ex-students, or people who have come to dive with us and seen the site for themselves and seen what is possible. When we decided we wanted to scale up this project, one of the first things that we did was talk to the village, talk to the desa, get their permission, get their blessing really, to make this project big and to involve them. Because ultimately, the benefit is not for Livingseas. The benefit is for the ocean, for the community. So after that, we've got a lot of more local support, and we started a fellowship program involving local youth to teach them how to dive and to teach them about marine issues, not just about coral restoration or coral destruction, but also about marine plastics, also about plastic consumption on land. And that's been successful so far. We hope we have changed the lives of a number of the youth here in Padangbai. As we started, Livingseas was a tourism business, and now that the pandemic is sort of over, it's time for tourism to come back. In fact, our earlier supporters were people who have dived with us before and know of our care for the ocean. So they were very willing to support being divers themselves. And that's how we got started. Now that tourism is back, we want to invite all the people who do care about coral, who do care about the ocean, to come and participate and do something different. Something different from a regular tourism fun dive, where you can participate in an activity that actually has some good, that gives back to the ocean. So apart from the coral restoration work that we actually do in the water, a lot of the time now we find that we have to talk about it, make social posts, give interviews like this, in the hopes that we can get more people to know about coral, know about the importance of coral and why it's so beneficial to the ocean and to us, and to increase the awareness so that people know and people can care. Apart from that, we also try to hold talks around the villages here to the communities that do the fishing, whether it's tourism fishing or fishing for sale, what we want to do is to try to get them to understand that yes, they want to catch the fish, but by damaging the reef, that is in the long term very detrimental, because if there's no reef, then there's no fish. We also have a program that we call the Mini Coral Workshop. Now this program was designed as a way to involve non-divers in our program, to learn about coral and to participate. So how this works is we get a group of people and we give them a lecture on land about the work that we're doing and about coral. After which we bring everybody to the beach, and then everyone has a chance to attach their own coral fragments onto the structures. Once they're all attached, we will bring everybody and the structures out, and my team will bring it down to the seabed and attach it to the existing reef. The snorkelers or the people who are non-divers can snorkel above us and see what we're doing, and also see the reef that we've already built. When we wanted to scale up the project, one of the big things that we wanted to have was to involve the local community. And one of the ways we did that was by creating this fellowship program. We started our fellowship program with 6 girls, and we taught them how to dive, we taught them about coral restoration, and we also taught them about marine issues. Now, this group is now ready to give presentations on this topic to the villages around the area, to schools, to different banjars, to different communities. So that's what they've been doing in the hopes that we can increase the awareness about the problems. This year, we also started another fellowship program with another 12 people. Alright, and this one we're working with 2 hotels in the area. We're also developing a new program involving seagrass. The fellowship program is designed to give these people, these youth, a chance at knowing a bit more about the environment that they live in, the ocean that they depend on, and also a chance at a different career. My name is Leon from Livingseas, and I support Ecotourism Bali.